My husband wanted to get a batch of plum wine started before leaving on a trip, so we headed off to the market, and look what I found mangoes. But not just any mangoes, my favorite mangoes. We had to take a taxi, not because anything was wrong with our car, but because the power was out and we couldn't get our car out of the garage. Thankfully, the market's nearby, and the taxi only cost us $3. What'd you come home with, Larry?
A banana.
We were pretty happy about our purchases. A dollar for the onions, 50 cents for the bell peppers. My husband paid $13 for this case of plums, and I paid $18 for this huge box of mangoes, and a dollar for the bananas. Now, not all of the mangoes were as big and beautiful as the ones on the top. In fact, the ones on the bottom were considerably smaller, but I counted them all and I got 177 mangoes, so about 10 cents a mango. I ate my fill of fresh mangoes and then got busy preserving these before they could spoil. I really could have used a sharper knife when cutting these, but thankfully I have a good trick for getting the skins off the flesh. I first tried this variety of mangoes in Alaska where they were called champagne mangoes. I've also seen them called atolfo. Locally, they're known as pico de oro. They're available twice a year for about 2 months each time. I somehow managed to miss the last harvest, so I was truly delighted when I found these. I don't even bother buying regular mangoes, but just wait for these because they are so much better. They're less stringy and the flavor is incredible. Here you can clearly see how a regular drinking glass makes short work of removing the skin. Last time I bought a whole box like this, I was able to dehydrate a large portion of them. Dehydrated mangoes are dangerously good. It's hard to stop eating them once you start. But I decided this time it was best not to try and dry any of them because of the daily power outages we've been experiencing. Mangoes are tropical fruits cherished for their sweet, juicy flavor and vibrant orange yellow flesh. Often referred to as the king of fruits, they originated in South Asia, but are now grown in many tropical and subtropical regions around the world. There are hundreds of mango varieties, each with unique flavors, textures, and sizes. Mangoes are rich in vitamins, particularly vitamin C and vitamin A, and provide dietary fiber, antioxidants, and a variety of phytonutrients that support immune health, skin health, and digestion. They are also a good source of folate, vitamin E, and certain B vitamins. In cooking, mangoes are incredibly versatile. They're enjoyed fresh, added to salads, salsas, and smoothies, or used in desserts, jams, and sauces. Green, unripe mangoes are also popular in some cuisines for their tangy flavor and can be used in pickles, salads, and chutneys. Mangoes are even incorporated in savory dishes in certain cultures, providing a sweet contrast to spicy or acidic flavors. Here in Ecuador, mangoes are a beloved and widely enjoyed fruit, thriving in the country's tropical and subtropical climates, especially along the coast. The mango season typically peaks from October to January, although some varieties are available year round. In local markets, you'll often find mango vendors serving them with lime juice and salt, a favorite way to enjoy the fruit's sweet, tart flavor. Unripe mangoes, called mango verde, are also popular in Ecuador. These are eaten with salt and sometimes with a hint of chili for a refreshing snack. Mango production is also an important export industry for Ecuador, with mangoes being shipped to various countries. The favorable growing conditions allow Ecuador to produce high quality fruit that meets international standards. Okay, it just turned 5 o'clock here. I've been working on this for about 3 hours ever since the power went out at 2 o'clock, and I'm going to call it quits. I have about 24 mangoes left. They're kind of smaller ones, and I think I'm just going to share those with my neighbor and get these in the freezer. But I want to show you what I've got here. So I've got 5 bags of these peeled and chopped mangoes that I'll probably use in smoothies. Normally, I would prefer to freeze these on a tray individually and then put them in a Ziploc bag. That's what I've done in the past, but partially from the sheer quantity of them and also because of the power outage, I don't want to be opening and closing my freezer any more than I have to. I'm just going to open it and stick these in here. I just put them in the bags. And then I also have these. This has the seed and quite a bit of flesh on it. I have 3 bags of these. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do with them. In the past, I've made a really delicious mango jalapeno jam or jelly. And I might do that again, or I might just make either a mango jam, or I'm thinking a mango syrup might be good. I'm also going to ask my husband if he'd like to use these for making mango wine. So into the freezer they go. I'm glad to be calling it quits today. I wanted to show you this before I lose all of the natural light. And thank you for joining me, friend. Bye.